A settlement has been reportedly reached in a civil case involving Ayla Reynolds' disappearance in Waterville in 2011. That's according to the Morning Sentinel. Reynolds, who was 20 months old at the time, was reported missing while she was in the care of her father, Justin DePietro. To this day, Ayla has not been found. In 2017, Ayla was declared dead by a judge. Trista Reynolds, the mother of Ayla, filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the father the following year in 2018. The lawsuit is alleged that there is significant evidence that DePietro, his mother and sister, had the opportunity to cause severe injury to Ayla, resulting in death. Also alleged in the lawsuit was that the three attempted to clean up the blood before officials arrived at the home, but they were unsuccessful. The publication reports that the lawyer representing DePietro's mother and sister cited that both parties involved had reached an unspecified settlement. The search for Ayla was the largest and costliest search in state's history.